I mean to say, you just inhale slowly and then hold it. Exhale means you have to exhale from the stomach. Ultimate, most powerful weapon of the traditional Chinese medicine to be known as a Zhang and then Fu Visaras. Before stepping into that, we try to recognize Taoism. The word denotes here is the Taoism, is the pathway, is the passage, is the network, is the connectivity, is the religion, is the God, is the like a different people respect the different spirits they do have. They are connecting to the certain beliefs, but based on that perspective they work, and also that happens to them. In that way the Chinese philosophy, one to be known as a Taoism, the second to be known as a Buddhism. But Taoism people where all the dynasties, hundreds of dynasties were ruled to the China. So those people were worshipping to the Taoism. Even today in Beijing, there is a temple called as a Taoism temple is existing in the Beijing of the historical place. So there the people visit to that particular place to worship even today as a Taoism, because it is the ancient philosophical wisdom they do have, that they will recognize this also to be like a God, right? So in that way, how do you take up this as a Taoism, as a God? But normally I do recognize, yes, it is the pathway. It is for example, acupuncture. We believe that it is the traditional acupuncture, non-drug treatment, and also it is the drugless therapy which has been originated thousands of years ago, and therefore we believe that of course it has been originated before the peon means is the stone age. So in that way, after the Big Bang theory, we all knows that is the great explosion to be taken place. So later it has been developed in the form of the universe. In the same way, the Taoism also believes that yes, it is these people, because this is the pathway, but at the same time they need to recognize about the health related issues as well. How we will going to integratedly add up. Even last night in the Egypt, the scientific advisor, I was talking with the scientist. He said me that how we need to integrate all the medicines which is connected to the tribal medicine, connected to the traditional medicine of the respective countries. That was astonishing me. Of course, I also put it a word that yes, of course, we need to, the people who were practiced, the ancient people. Normally we see is Paramparya Vaidya. Today we are talking, but much before that, the messengers, peace be upon them, or some other, the sadhus or Siddhargal, Agasthyar, were treated to the people. Even I am very proud that Tamil Nadu government has been recognized as the 18 Siddhars who developed one system of the medicine, that medicine to be known as the Indian traditional Siddha medicine, right? So therefore, how the Sova Rigpa is there, like a Tibetan medicine or the tribal medicine or the folk medicine that has been recognized by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of India. In the similar way, the traditional medicine also should recognize in the form of the mainstream line to bring up to the activeness in order to practice independently to the people. In that way, the Taoism, those people were originated this system, and that system is still is coming to here, but now is the after the thousands of years ago. Few times I visited to the China, Shanghai, Suzhou, Tianjin, and many places in the China. So that time I also recognized how they integrated, incorporated. That is the ancient system of the medicine. No doubt China is practicing acupuncture is the first modality of the treatment for any kind of the acute to chronic illness, but the second line of the treatment to be known as a modern medicine. Today modern medicine is booming across the globe. We all know about it, but still there is a somewhere connectivity. You go to the anywhere is the Manipur or the Kohima, Dimapur, Assam, Dispur, Guwahati, or something connected to the some other rural areas. Certainly they also still they practice as a traditional medicine for the day-to-day clinical practice, which strongly I believe. Yesterday somebody told me my daughter got the coldness. That's the reason I took to the doctor to take the treatment. They have given antibiotics and the antihistamine medicines that we are taking. This I thought, I didn't say anything to them. They are following, let they follow. So small injury or small cold related problem or small febrile related diseases, but you all know the body having the healing properties. I love to Almighty that He created to us. So in the complex system, no doubt, but still the healing properties is existing in our body itself. That's called as a traditional treatment, or the traditional holistic natural treatment, or the cosmic treatment, or the heaven treatment, or the earth treatment, or the human treatment itself. The body heal maximum level, like kind of the medicine to be known as a traditional medicine. Even today World Health Organization is giving the emphasizes that in order to bring this also streamline, for which we also actively doing some kind of the research in the national and also international level to bring up this kind of the system based on the perspective of the WHO as well. But this Taoism, from that time it has been come to us, but now today people are practicing, how I told you is the Taoism techniques. There are the many techniques are there. Heliotropic technique is the one technique of the Taoism. What is heliotropic technique? That is, we normally says in the heliotropic in the Zoom or some other places here, I suggest you, because the slides are minimum, but I'll tell maximum. In that way, whatever you required, some kind of the inputs I may tell you, please note down. That will be really useful. Sometimes listening itself is good, people says, but still when it goes beyond the limit of my talk, what is existing in the PPT, that time please note down which is the most imperative for you. Then that will be really useful for the next level of understanding. So hopefully requested to send the Zoom recording as well. So hopefully we'll try to send you this week. So without miss, so still you wanted to go through that, certainly you can go through for further understanding. That would be better. So one technique to be known as a heliotropic technique, they says in China, but here we says please take the sun bathing, please take the air bathing. So both are required for us. When the air is there, that breathing to be taken place, which is called as the inhalation. Inhalation takes the energy by the lungs, exhalation taken by the kidney and then liver. This is the super level of understanding, right? Inhalation to be taken by the two organs, one organ to be known as a heart and then lungs, and the exhalation to be done by the kidneys and then liver. If those organs are predominantly functioning in our body, then you remember the people who uses as the air bathing or the nadi shuddhi or the pranayama, inhalation and exhalation, deep inhalation and deep exhalation. So is the super simple technique. I can say you only the 5 seconds, you just take the breath inside and then hold it for the 5 seconds and then leave it for the 5 seconds. Ultimately how many seconds? 15 seconds. You will increase the lifespan of you. The patient will increase the lifespan of them, but still we don't do it. So we need to practice that. Certainly that will be useful. By the way, we'll have the small exercises before stepping into the next class. So this way will be the part of our life and practice to all of us. That would be really good. So let me start all of you in the Zoom and also from here. So as a physical class. So I think yoga experts who are here, they can do better than me. But however, we'll take the deep inhalation deep inhalation for 5 seconds and then hold it for 5 seconds and leave it for 5 seconds slowly. I mean to say, take inhalation slowly and hold it and slowly exhale. This to be practiced at least 10 to 15 times in a day. That means in the morning 15 times and then night 15 times if it is possible. Otherwise in the morning empty stomach would be better. But however, we all had the sattvic, rajas, breakfast, but in that it's not advisable. Let's do it one time.
The background disturbance there is.
So I request to, yes,
Everyone's backward disturbance is there.
So take the deep breath slowly. 1, 2, 3. One more time. I mean to say, you just inhale slowly and then hold it. Exhale means you have to exhale from the stomach, from the down part of your abdominal system. You need to exhale from the bottom of your stomach. That means you are taking also till stomach, you are exhaling also till stomach. I think somebody who is making the noise, please mute yourself. So this will be the disturbance for the more than 100 people. Please. Now in this way we understand the pharmaceutical technique also is there. Pharmaceutical technique to be known as a emergency, it's required. We can use it as a chemical substances also, because we respect to all the respective stream of the system of the medicine. Whoever practices is the Puttur bone setter. So we respect to him, whether he is studied or may not is studied, but he is doing from the Paramparya, we respect to him, right? With the limitations, if we do, then we respect to all the practitioners. So that's what in this way, that's called as a pharmaceutical technique also, that is based on the chemical substances that of late has been integrated, that to be known as a Taoism one technique is there. So in this way the breathing techniques is there. Sexual technique also is one technique, that's called as a Zhang, and then Fu meeting together, joining together, how the Kama Sutra having the 62 different types of the sex is there. In that way this also having the yin and then yang joining together, in viscera and then yang viscera joining together. Hopefully I will tell you when I'll take that particular topic. So in this way the Tuina, Moxibushan, Cupping, Qigong, Tai Chi Chuan all are connected to the Taoism principles or Taoism techniques. But based on these techniques there are the 3 principles are there, or 3 passion is there, 3 passages are there. So those principles are to be known as the simplicity, patience and compassion, not compression, that is compassion. There is a philosophy, Tao philosophy, D-A-O, Tao, Taoism. If you write D-A-O-I-S-M, Taoism, but the pronunciation is Taoism. But now the people started writing Taoism, but the right writing is the Taoism, D. But however you write both, anyone, but the pronunciation is start from the T, that's a Turkey, Taoism, right? Those philosophy having the 3 principles, or that to be known as a simplicity. So that's very much essential to me, to you, and to everyone. If it is that simplicity is not there, that it break up the many things which is connected to the human being. So that shouldn't be. From my side, Almighty protect to me, to you, to one and all. And also there is a patience. So patience also certainly required to all of us, but that get changes, because today you can look at about the dowry cases or something connected to the anger, rage, resentment, furious, all are connected to the, there is the no patience are not there. At the same time is the compassion towards the sympathy. When the patient doesn't have feeling of sympathy, then you understand there is a rock and then human being, there is no difference, but how you hit to rock, that will take the patience. But in this way, compassion, so whoever will get the sick, the patient is coming to you or to us, then that time we understand, do you have the headache? Take the pain of the head of the patient, how he is feeling, that you take it to your head, that you are feeling the headache. Somebody told this, the big scholars, I remember that whenever you are treating to the patient, that time they said me, so you understand the patient comes to the knee pain as you are feeling that knee pain. You take it to your mind that how will be the sufferer. But sometimes I feel that I do get some kind of the pain. Really I took to that my mind. Then how the patients are coming to me, then how they are sufferer, how we can do the best of the best to them. Through the heart, something is, some protocol is telling you do it, this can be possible, no, but you do it from your inner heart. So that particular time Almighty should give the signal to you, so what are the points to be activated or which point to be activated that particular time. But analysis is very imperative. Your analysis is something is क्या की होता क्या की करे तो होगा तो हो जानते नहीं तो छोड़ो, लेकिन that shouldn't be. So that positivity should be required. Yes, Almighty wills, you take the blessings of the Almighty. I pray for all of you, Almighty bless the all of you with the healing hands, but because without his healing hands, but you cannot do anything. That's the reason it's very very imperative that the people across the globe, 700 to 800 crores of the people are there, but here is very few people God is selected. But I think Zoom, some of the people, for you selected the healing hand, but take that purity of the healing hand in your hands, then you treat to the patient with the good blessings, so that will be really useful to the patient. So now we understand about the as I told you, any kind of the problem is coming, then that time we try to understand how his difficulty is facing. Is it so? Then he says, no, I know everything, please don't tell me. I being a knowing to me maximum level of the condition, but still I says patiently, I need to listen to them. So whatever the pulse analysis says, what the other analysis says to me, that only I work my job, but still I listen for them 5 to 10 minutes in the first time if they wanted to address to me and they wanted to tell everything. So once they will tell my name also, do you know what's my name? Yes, what is the meaning of that? Yes, S-A-M-I Sami. Sami means listen. I took to my mind, yes, I should listen because it's my name is indicating to listen. So therefore I should listen. But all of you try to understand what is the quality of your name, what is behind your name is there, what the scholar, who was the scholar was there, what is his history was there, why the name has been kept behind that, what is the reason. Try to go on deep insight of that and try to grasp that and then implement what exactly is there. The people work as some kind of the name, so that he is totally wrong way he is doing. Once he understand his quality of the name, connected to this some scholar, connected to the some the father or the saint or the messenger or any kind of the divine book is existing, that quality once the person understand, bring up to their our life, which is most imperative. Yes or no? So that's the reason. This what are the philosophy of the Taoism. There are the three philosophies. Please come on in the Zoom. So with the interest of that you will going to follow. Almighty, give me that patience to me, to you all. Tell me, what are the three philosophies?
Simplicity, patience, and compassion.
Oh, I'm not so happy. Mr. Miserable. Please tell me loudly, all of you. Open the Zoom and then tell that so that you are sitting sincerely in the Sunday class. Because sitting on the Sunday class will be very, very difficult with the family. But still, that you loudly you say, speak up, then they will understand. Oh, seriously, my mother is sitting in the Zoom. Seriously, my dad is sitting in the Zoom. Let we don't disturb to them. Please come on, boys. Come on, guys. Tell me loudly. What happened about you all?
Patience, compassion.
So first I seek the blessings of the Almighty should give me this patience and compassion and simplicity to me first, and then I'll pray to all of you. So whoever said that, so that come to your life also. Right. So Lao Tzu said three principles are our treasurers.
So you said no that about the name. For the patients, we have to ask their name and we have to connect or our.
Yes. I mean to say, your name, what is your name? Please, you just research on your name. Don't research to the patient. Let the patient themselves research on their name. What exactly, right? First, we are the practitioners. I love to APJ Abdul Kalam. He said is the one word. Always I remember, good things, it never ends. And we never forget. Yes or no? Right? So what he said?
Things never end.
Yes. Then tell me what he said about our health. All our practitioners, all the human being, having the how many hearts?
2 hearts.
All the human
Only
being?
one heart. Only one.
Only one heart. That heart to be known as a biological heart. Right? God has created that heart with everyone. With all the living creatures, heart is there. Yes or no? But in the Zoom and also here, how many hearts do you have?
2 hearts.
2 hearts you have. One heart to be known as a lub dub, lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. Yes or no? It never stops. From the birth to till death, it never stops. But you stop working, but the heart never stops. When it will going to stop? When we go to the heaven. Yes or no? All are happy? Are you sure you are going to heaven? How many of them sure to going to heaven? ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೆವೆನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊನ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು, ನಾವು ಹೆವೆನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಶುಡ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಟು ವಿತ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಯು ಆಲ್. First I blame myself, right? Maybe. So I think last night I heard Kishore. I think I don't know whether he is there or not there. So I'm really excused for that. It's very small error. So however, we shouldn't do anybody's hurt, right? So therefore, the second is kind heart with all of you. What is kind heart? Yes, kind with the Almighty should give the kindness to all the human being. That the small tiny part should have the kindness. Yes or no? With all of you, what is required? Kindness should be there with you since you are the practitioner. APJ said, but the service orientation to be known as a healthcare delivery system. He said, healthcare system to be known as the service orientation. It's not a totally service orientation. That means is the partially service and partially some kind of the monetary benefit to the us. Both should be there. So that's the reason this Taoism, his scout, both are matching each other. So what is the major Taoism symbol? Taoism symbol to be known as a, yes, Zhang and Fu. We always say rather than yin and yang, we consider as a Zhang and Fu theory. Yin and yang to be recognized by the layman, even in China. All the people knows what is yin and yang. Wherever you go, they have the symbol. How outside we go, then the Hindu religion, they put the column. What we says? That Koli.
Rangoli.
Yeah, Rangoli they'll put no outside. Likewise, they put as a yin and yang symbol outside. So that means is a Taoism symbol they normally put in the, that is immovably, or that doesn't, you cannot erase it then. So that it the permanent they will do the marking on the different types of that. So hopefully we will see that. So the dualism is the yin and yang, together is the connectivity, and then the dark and light, the day and night, and of course is the life and death. So these are symbol of the Taoism symbols.